Name's 𝗤𝗏𝗄𝗀. Injury was torn rotator cuff and torn bicep off the shoulder. Actually occurred playing golf, teeing off, and just in the midst of that swing, everything decided, at my age, it was ready to let go. So here we are. The first concern was, one, can it be fixed? Then next was going to be, how extensive is the injury? And three, will I ever fully recover? Those were the three main concerns, which is why I reached out here, that I really needed to see a specialist to get some answers to those questions. Well, to be honest, the one reason why I actually came here for my initial appointment was because they returned my call promptly. Obviously, I reached out to various orthopedic clinics, knowing that I needed to see someone, and they were the first to respond. So it was really nice. When you came in, you signed in, they know who you are, why you're here, fully expecting you to be here. The greatest thing is they're punctual. I think for every one of my appointments, I was seen early, not late. That means a lot, especially in the healthcare world, where every physician we go to always seems to be 30 minutes behind, 45 minutes behind. It's great and refreshing to be able to walk in and see your physician on time, on schedule, and get the answers you need. Which was also really good. We came in for the first initial visit. Obviously, we had to do some x-rays, right? I did have to see Dr. Roubion. He did come in and do a physical inspection of the injury. Super great, super relatable. Obviously, being a younger physician helps in today's world, right? I'm an old guy. I'm kind of used to the old, I'm going to say grouchy physicians. So it was nice, nice young guy comes in, really does a thorough exam, really kind of lays out what he thinks the problems are, reviews the x-rays with you, brought me out in the hallway, actually showed me the x-rays, showed me the injuries, explained in great detail what the next steps would look like, needed to verify it via MRI, and same thing there. So when I got back from having the MRI, he had the results, very thorough follow-up with the walkthrough of what he saw and kind of what the next steps were. So every step of the way, I already knew what was coming next and kind of what the expectations were going to look like, which is great from a patient's perspective. There were no questions that were left unanswered. To be honest with you, looking back on it, you don't realize how much pain you're in until you have it fixed. So I look back on things, and it's really improved one area of sleep, right? So I'm way more comfortable sleeping in bed. I'm a side sleeper. So being able to, lay on that shoulder without my arms or hands going numb is a big deal. Obviously, I'm a golfer. We talked about that earlier. I'm back to playing golf, right? So I'm back to shooting my normal scores, which is nice in a very short amount of time. So I had surgery in May, so I'm 3 months out, back to playing, full golf. So that's super awesome. I was really expecting a much longer time frame. I'm fishing, right? So that's the other thing I love to do. So I'm back to fishing. I'm not afraid to, take the boat out, move an ice chest, and any of my other really activities. I'm pretty active around the house, so I like to also tinker. So I'm also doing a few construction projects. So I'm kind of back to full on go when I look at my life. I know that people talk about family. Family's important. Obviously, my daughter got married recently. At some point, she will have grandkids. So, have kids, be my grandkids. So I'm looking forward to being very active with them as well. I just feel like I'm back to actually better than I was before the surgery. I would absolutely recommend Metairie Orthopedics. Obviously, they did a great job for me, and I'll start with the staff and the office, right? So again, they know who you are when you come in. They're very attentive to your needs. They're always on time. I can't stress how important that is for a patient. It's stressful enough having to come see a physician, much less sit around an office and wait and think about everything. Dr. Roubion was great. Like I said, did thorough exam, gave me all the steps involved, currently what he saw, what the next steps were, what the process was going to look like, and what the end result was going to be and even recovery. So again, I think from A to Z, I think you get everything you need here as far as the attentiveness, timeliness, and professionalism you deserve in a physician and a clinic.